Han Solo. Han Solo reinvents himself after leaving behind his old life. Now, Solo is growing increasingly comfortable travelling with lawbenders and scoundrels. Hello, and welcome to Centurion's Corner, and today we're reviewing Han Solo from the Solo movie. As you all know, I've said it quite a few times, I really enjoyed Solo, and I've had this character for a little while, and I think I picked him up for about £6 from Star Action Figures, and I think he looks pretty cool, to be honest. So we'll just get on with the review really. I'm quite anticipated to get the figure out. So he's got up here, he's got his DL44 blaster, and we've got the picture down here, him in his sort of like window, not looking too bad. On the side, he's number 62. On this side, we've got Han Solo and Han Solo written in the black, and on the back, we've got his picture and his bio. So without further ado, let's just crack this bad boy open. Okay, so here he is in his blister pack, and obviously there's no extra accessories. Han Solo doesn't need any extra accessories, he just needs his blaster pistol, and that's what he's got. So yeah, what we do, just pull him out, we'll take our first impressions, and then we take away for a review. Yeah, he's looking too bad. To be honest, I think the head sculpt looks good. I do think the Han Solo in Menben looks a bit better, to be honest, but we'll go away and take him for a review. See you in a moment. Welcome back. So I've been away taking his photos, and I must say I think he's done pretty well. There's nothing really bad about this character. The only thing I would say that kind of lets him down is maybe his face sculpt. If he was just the only sole release of this Han Solo, I can't remember the actor's name, but if they didn't have the Menben one, then I wouldn't have an issue with the face, but it's just the face. But we do a comparison when we come to it. So he comes with one accessory, which is his DL44 blaster. It's all done in a kind of black, kind of metallic plastic. It's got a little brown kind of grip on there. That's the only bit that's painted, and that fits into his holster. It's a little bit more of a squeeze. It just feels like the gun's too bulky to fit in, but it gets in there. And then we've got this kind of little extra clip, as they always seem to have, to put in there. And yeah, I mean, to start with, really, the actual sculpt itself, because I think it gets taken away once we go into the actual articulation. So yeah, I mean, the face itself I think looks pretty cool, and the hair with the swish and the brown, and it's quite a good likeness of the actor. But next to the Menben one, I think it's just the actual applications of the actual paint on the face and stuff. It just looks a bit more grittier, looks more grainy, just looks a bit more better. And I think it's the brow as well. This one kind of makes him too a little bit light-hearted, and so this one actually looks like him now, and this one now looks like a kind of like a 70s type sitcom-esque comedy kind of guy. So yeah, but it's still a good sculpt. And going down to his jacket, we've got this kind of insignia, we've got the patches kind of over the top of the jacket, and all the rest is kind of sort of like seams and pouches and pockets and stuff and buckles. But it's got a nice kind of weathered look on there, so it actually got that kind of leather-esque look, which is quite nice. So it's not just a plain plastic look. Underneath, he's got that normal kind of shirt that all Star Wars kind of characters have, very in fashion, even 30 years later. So yeah, he's just got that traditional top. Down to his belt with, I think this is like the droid cooler, and we've got a nice sort of metallic belt on here, around on the sides and the back, and onto that holster as well, and you can just see in the details in there of the leather, which is pretty cool. And then down to his traditional trousers that you've never seen Server sort of want to change apart from this. I mean, it's always like light blue or brown with yellows or blues down the side and whatnot. But yeah, it's alright. And then down to his boots again, we've got a nice leather X kind of look over the worn kind of things down there. So it looks pretty cool. So I mean, so far, I mean, there's only 2 of these kind of figures that's come out. You know, we've got the other Mimbim and all that. It'd be nice to have him in the sort of like the grey type one, like at the beginning of the film. So he goes with that Kira figure. But yeah, I mean, we can look at his articulation. So it's left, right. He can look down. He can look up. Arm comes up. We've got rotation. We've got elbow that goes more than 90 degrees. Comes in quite nicely and up top. We've got a rotation at the wrist, and it's also on a hinge. We've got the rotation just here, just in the sort of midsection of him. His legs can come up this much, but obviously this is hindered here because this is glued and pegged into place. He's got an upper thigh swivel. He can kick forward this far with this leg, and he can go back this far. He's got a double jointed knee, and also a rocker and a pivot. So really, articulation wise, apart from this hinderment on the right hand side, you know, he's literally got it all. It's just a bit more rigid here. He don't look down and he can't look back that much. But apart from that, he's actually quite a good figure, to be honest. And he would fit nicely with the rest of the solo figures that I'm slowly trying to burn my way through. Because next is a few sequel characters which I'm kind of dreading. But anyway, I'm going to bring them to you. So if you're starting your new collection, you can see where you want to go and see what you want to miss. So guys, comment down below if you're into these figures or not. I know a few of you are sort of like liking it. I think it's a bit of a 50-50 with the Solo movie, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, comment down below. You can subscribe in the description. You'll see my Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.